This is Proverbs 22, and I didn't name it anything. I don't know. I couldn't come up with a name. I'm running out of names. So I guess this would just be another way of, this video might be just another way of understanding what God has for you and has for me and everybody else who is searching for their purpose or wanting to gain wisdom or humility or not be a slave to themselves or to something else. Okay, chapter 22. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold. And that's your reputation, right? And your reputation is who you present yourself to be by what you do, right? And so, yeah, it's your reputation. So treasure your reputation like you treasure your heart, because it's hard to rebuild your reputation. I'm going through that right now where I'm trying to rebuild my reputation. And, as much as I want it just to be fixed just like that, it's not going to happen. And, I have to go back to I have to go back to being who I was transformed into, where I was at a plateau at one point where I had so much knowledge I didn't know which way to go, or there was fear that was holding me back. And so it just sat there for a long time, a couple years, maybe over a year, probably over a year. So that I fell back into my old patterns and my old ways, and I ruined my reputation. And so there are things that I have to do to get my reputation back, because I'm not that person anymore. And so a good name is to be chosen rather than great riches. I would rather have my reputation good and show good people that I'm good people, because they know that I'm good people. But because of the things that I've done, I have to show more, and I'm willing to do that. So I know that over time that it will be fixed, because I have faith like that. So, all right. And then I have faith in these words that are even spoken to me in today by doing these videos. It just kind of brings back some of my old behaviors and actions, and I know how to correct them. But it gives me a chance to look again, Melissa, this is really what you need to focus on. And that's between God and I. But he also knows my heart, and so doesn't make it right. No, it does not make anything like that right. It just means that things will soon get better. Okay. The rich and the poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all. Right. And that's Ecclesiastes when he talks about the wise and the fool. The reward for humility and fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. Which the reward for humility and fear of the Lord it's better, right, than having money. Thorns and snares are in the way of the crooked. Whoever guards his soul will keep far from them. Train up a child in the way we should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich rulers over the poor, and the borrower is the slave of the lender. Whoever sows injustice will reap calamity, and the rod of his fury will fail. Whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he shares his bread with the poor. Drive out a scoffer, the strife will go out, and quarreling and abuse will cease. So, sometimes we have to leave a situation that we think is healthy, but it's really not healthy. And if you were brought up around that, then you're going to think that it's okay for an abuser to abuse you or for you to abuse somebody else. And it's not. That's not okay. And sometimes we have to, even for us to change, we have to leave that situation, you know, and no type of abuse is good for anything, you know. It's unhealthy, and it's definitely not of God. So sometimes we have to walk away from that, and that's okay. You know, that's courage. That's courage, right? And it takes courage, but it takes God to help you, or Jesus to help you, whatever it is for you. Let's see. He who loves purity of heart and whose speech is gracious will have the king as a friend. Yeah, so if like we leave everything to him and let him take care of everything, then we won't have any perverse speech, right? You know, we let him have it. And when we speak of him and can say that, that's gracious, right? And definitely become his friend. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the traitor. The sluggard says, there is a lion outside, I shall be killed in the streets. The mouth of a forbidden woman is a deep pit. He with whom the Lord is angry will fall into it. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline drives it far from him. That's your parents. Whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your heart to my knowledge. Trust and obey, right? For it will be pleasant if you keep them within you, if all of them are ready on your lips. That your trust may be in the Lord, I have made them known to you today, even to you. I have not written for you 30 sayings of counsel and knowledge to make you know what is right and true, and you may give a true answer to those who sent you, right? Like, that's what he's saying, like 30 words of wisdom. Do not rob the poor because he is poor, or crushed and afflicted at the gate, but the Lord will plead their cause and rob of life those who rob them. Make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. So, yeah, most definitely. Like, birds like a feather flock together, and it says in 2 Corinthians or 1 Corinthians, bad company compromises good morals, and that's true, you know. So if we're trying to change, then we can't really hang out with the people that we were hanging out with, because they're not going to change unless they want to. And if you stick around, you're going to end up back just like them, or not even, you know, like your behavior will go back. Be not one of those who give pledges, who put up security for debts. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should your bed be taken from under you? Do not move the ancient landmark that your fathers have set. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Okay, and that was chapter 22. This is video, I didn't label it. So Proverbs 22, this is the 22 video out of 31. Thank you for listening.